as you're reading a question or a work problem, make sure that when there is a period, you stop. Because a period means a sentence is complete, right? That means the whole idea is complete for that sentence. Okay? So when I'm reading this, I'm going to start with this part. To simulate zero gravity, the jet flies in a parabolic arc starting at an altitude of about 7,300 meters. Period. That means this idea is done, right? So this is telling you that your initial height is 7,300 meters. What does this represent on your graph?
It starts at 7,300.
Which is what point? What do we call that point?
The
The y-intercept, right? So this is telling you that y-intercept is 700 meters, which means the point is going to be 0 and 7,300 meters. Okay? Then it goes on and says, after climbing for about 30 seconds, well, they're giving you a value here for a reason again, right? They're telling you 30 seconds. After climbing for about 30 seconds, the jet reaches its maximum altitude of about 9,800 meters. Maximum means what? Represents what in our scenario? The optimal value of the parabola, which represents the vertex. Remember, maximum, optimal, vertex. So this is another information. So I have 30 seconds, 9,800 meters. That represents vertex at 30 and 9,800. Now, from what you know so far, what's going to be on the x-axis? Height, time, distance, what is it? Seconds, time, right? On my x-axis, I'm going to have time. What's going to be on my y-axis? Altitude, height in meter. So then it keeps saying that the jet then descends back to an altitude of 7,300 meters, about 60 seconds, and then repeats the process. So this is a third point that they give me here. Again, 60 seconds, that's my time, and then my height is, sorry, 60 seconds is my time, and my height is 7,300. Okay? So you see right now, I've been given 3 points to be able to sketch. Okay? You don't even have to do what?
It just gave me all the points.
It did. This is your 30. Let's say this is 30 here, and then this is your 60. You could draw this whatever you want as long as you're consistent. This is you can go up by 1,000 if you want. You can go up by 2,000, whatever you want. So when I say this is by 1,000, one, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now what this is telling me that it started at 7,300 and 0. At 30 seconds it reached 9,800. And then again at 60 it reached again, you could have picked a different scale, it doesn't matter. Okay. Now, if I'm looking at write a quadratic relation to model the path of the jet, where do I start? The vertex form. So ax minus h squared plus k. What's my vertex?
98,000 and
30 and 9,800. So this is going to be h, this is going to be k. So it's going to be ax minus 30 squared plus 9,800. They gave me a point. They gave me a specific point that they want me to use. I can't use the other ones because they gave me this one to use. So y for that point is 9,799.999 and x is 31. So you're going to replace y with 9,799 point. This is going to be a pain, right? Too many decimals. BedMath says I have to do the 31 minus 30 first, which gives me 1. And then 1 squared is just a. Yep, just 1a. So I'm going to skip steps here. And I'm just going to write a plus 9,800, right? Because we already did this, 1 squared is just 1. If I bring the 9,800 over, it's going to become subtraction. And I'm going to end up with negative 0.123, is it?
Yeah.
3 zeros, 1 equals to a. Now, because my a is negative 0.001, I'm going to have to replace a with it. And that is my equation. How many got this answer? Just few. How many got this? All right. Now, they're asking you now, what's the effect of simulated zero gravity? The effects of zero gravity start being felt at 20 seconds. What is the jet altitude at this time? Go ahead, please.
You just substitute x for 20.
You substitute x for 20. Now, how do you know that x is supposed to be 20? What's on the x-axis? Time. Time is the x-axis, right? Because I know that seconds is on the x-axis. So that means I have to replace the x with 20 to solve for y. Okay? Now what do I do here? What's the first thing I need to do?
Solve the bracket.
So 20 minus 30, that's negative 10. Okay? And then what's next? Exponent. Negative 10 squared gives me 100. So it's a positive 100. Then I have to multiply the negative 0.0001 times 100. So that's going to give me negative. Is it 0.01?
Yeah.
Plus 9,800. And that's going to be
9799.99.
Should have picked different numbers. Yeah. So because again, this is the word problem, you're going to say therefore the altitude at 20 seconds is 9799.99 meters.
So you just take out the negative 1 dots.
Yep. How do we feel about this? The graph is confusing?
It took some time, miss.
It will.